For the families of the more than 100 hostages still captive in Gaza, the last 100 days have been agonizing. And now new information from Hamas is adding to that anguish. Daniele Hamamdjian is in Jerusalem, where families are desperate for word on their loved ones. Danielle.
Donna, some of the families were given information on their loved ones when others were released back in November. Since then, there has been nothing. Adding to the agony in some cases are Hamas videos, like the one released tonight, in which it claims that 2 hostages, both men, were killed by Israeli airstrikes. Israel calls it psychological warfare.
Not everyone here believes the Israeli military's campaign in Gaza should end now. But they all believe Benjamin Netanyahu's time as prime minister should.
Won't you help to sing?
They're here to mark 100 days since the attack, since the hostages were taken. 100 days without the prime minister taking responsibility. Among those who gathered outside the Israeli parliament demanding accountability were bereaved families. Maoz Inon knows all about grief. Both his parents were killed on October 7th, but don't expect him to talk about revenge.
I'm willing to forgive the Hamas. It was much more difficult for me to forgive the Israeli government.
Where most see a crisis, Maoz, the entrepreneur and peace activist, sees an opportunity.
So only hope and a better future will eliminate Hamas.
He's heard it all from both Israeli and Palestinian friends. That he's naive, that his parents might have been killed by Israeli crossfire, not Hamas. That peace is impossible.
I tell them, what does it matter? What does it matter? Why and what happened and who started it on October 7th? I'm saying them, do you want a better future, or do you want the cycle of war, the cycle of blood, of hate and fear that has been going on for a century now?
Gil Dickmann is no fan of Netanyahu, but believes the country needs him to eliminate Hamas, who murdered his aunt and who's still holding his cousin, Carmel Gat, hostage.
I see it as a life and death conflict, not an Israel-Gaza conflict. We believe in life, and the other side, a terror organization, believes in death.
Gat was supposed to be released back in November, but the deal fell through. Those who did make it out say they saw the 39-year-old occupational therapist do yoga with the children to keep them strong. With fewer hostages in captivity, her family now fears the worst.
We know that there are crimes against humanity being committed right now on the hostages, both men and women. Sexually assaulted, tortured.
It's widely believed that Netanyahu's position in the long run is untenable. But for now, the priority is the war, which has the support of the majority of Israelis. Replacing Netanyahu will have to wait. Donna.
Daniele Hamamdjian in Jerusalem. Thanks, Danielle.